Hello and welcome to American Bird Conservancy's Giving Tuesday campaign. We're really grateful for your support for the organization, and it is the lifeblood of ABC and of bird conservation. We really hope that you will help us this Giving Tuesday. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to kick off our fall fundraising campaign and to see this year out in good style. And really help set up our bird conservation efforts for next year. As you know, ABC is all about conserving bird habitat, and we think of ourselves as specialists in that. We feel that all the threats that affect birds also apply in the habitat space. The air and space above the ground is also bird habitat. So, things that affect birds in their flyways, such as wind turbines, glass windows that they can collide with, are also part of conserving bird habitat. But the bulk of what we do in habitat is managing habitat better for birds and protecting habitat in nature reserves, particularly in Latin America, where our northern birds spend the winter, but also a lot of endangered species are restricted to those areas, some of which can be prevented from becoming extinct by these very interventions that you're helping with. So we're very proud of the work we've done, and we are very, very grateful to all of our supporters, and particularly on Giving Tuesday is our biggest day of the year. We really hope that you'll be able to help us and help birds through this campaign. And I'm going to turn it over to Erin Chen, who's going to tell you a little bit more about the work that we're planning on doing, and again, to thank you for all your support.
Thank you, Mike. Hi, everybody. I'm Erin Chen. I'm Vice President for Development here at American Bird Conservancy. And welcome to the kickoff for our Giving Tuesday campaign. So as Mike said, Giving Tuesday is the biggest day for us of the year so far. And so if you're going to donate to American Bird Conservancy, we hope that you will give on Giving Tuesday. And it's going to be a really exciting opportunity for you all to engage together as a community at our website, saveaplaceforbirds.org. Because the theme this year of Save a Place for Birds really reflects multiple meanings. It's about saving a place for birds in your own life and in the world, and through the work of American Bird Conservancy, saving and protecting habitat for critically endangered birds. It's about improving places for birds by eliminating threats for birds. And it's also about making sure that birds are a priority for all of us in our lives. So we're very excited to have all of you here helping us, and you can set up your own fundraisers if you haven't already. You can do that through the website. So there are multiple ways to engage and help support our goal this year. So in one day, we are hoping to raise $100,000 for bird conservation, and your gift can help to get us there. This all is part of our Save a Place for Birds larger campaign, which will end on December 31st, where we're hoping to have raised $1 million for bird conservation through a one-to-one match, thanks to some very dedicated and committed donors who have provided us some seed funding to help us to get that started. So we hope that you will help us, support bird conservation. And please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. You can contact us through the website and through the phone. So we hope to hear from you all. And thank you so much for being such great, wonderful supporters. We could not do the work that we do without you. So we are incredibly grateful. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Erin. And maybe I can also say a couple of things about some of the big themes that ABC is going to focus on in 2022. One of the major concerns we've got right now are the Hawaiian forest birds, which are really facing imminent extinction if we don't act immediately. And ABC is very involved right now in helping to develop a means of addressing the issue of mosquito-borne avian malaria, which is the primary threat to those forest species. We're developing a new bacterial control, which can be specifically targeted to the actual invasive mosquito species, which is responsible for conveying avian malaria to those forest birds. And we're working through the process of getting the permitting done, getting the technology organized, and getting the project mobilized. We're really working against the clock right now. So we're absolutely working as hard as we can to get those species saved from extinction, particularly on the island of Kauai. Some of the species such as the akakiki and the akaka'a, which are really on the edge right now. We're desperately working hard to try and save those species from becoming extinct. In other work we're doing outside the United States, we've really focused on developing a gap analysis for the most endangered birds in the Americas. And what that means is we've looked at where existing protected areas protect the most endangered birds and which species are not protected by that network of protected areas. And we're going to be working with our partners, including BirdLife International, National Audubon Society, and our Latin American partners, Fundación Hokutoco, ECOAN, Pravis Colombia, Armonia in Bolivia, and a number of groups in Brazil, such as Aquasis, Save Brazil, and Biodiversitas in particular, to really build up that network of bird reserves to make sure that every endangered species has at least one effective protected area. So that's a big push for us. And then we're also very focused on the loss of 3 billion birds from North America and working at ways we can actually conserve habitat to make sure that those species begin to recover, both here in the United States through our extensive joint venture network, but also on wintering grounds in areas like Central America, working with partners there and developing new techniques to make sure that habitat is effectively protected for birds, such as mobilizing private capital to drive agroforestry or improved ranching systems to really improve the habitat for those species. And in grasslands, ranching is really a great alternative. If you can't have an absolutely pristine natural grassland, you can really mimic those conditions with well-managed ranching, far better than row crops as an alternative. And in forest systems, obviously we want to keep forests as intact as possible, but where there's crops growing in production landscape, making sure that those crops also have woody biomass, have things like shade canopy, for example. Coffee is a well-known example, but cacao, cardamom, and various other agricultural products. So we're working very extensively across the Americas for both migratory birds, for rare endemic species, for Hawaiian species, that some of which are really on the verge of extinction. A very comprehensive strategy to conserve the birds of the Americas and addressing the threats that Erin referred to. We are reinvigorating our work on pesticides, looking at controlling the use of neonicotinoid pesticides in particular. So we've got a tremendous amount of work going on. The only thing that's really limiting us is the capacity to deliver that work, and your funding is critical to that. So we thank you for the support you've given us, and if you can help us this Giving Tuesday, we've got a tremendous opportunity to really do a lot of great conservation next year, and we thank you for considering us. It's very important to ABC to make sure that we are really sticking to our mission, laser focused on birds and bird habitat. Your support is critical for that, so thank you.
Great, thanks, Mike. And so we hope you will stick around on the website because there'll be more content coming up. We've got an interview going on with Jane Alexander. We have some other ABC staff coming in to talk about the important work that we have going on now. So stay tuned. There'll be a lot more happening right here on this website. So thanks, everybody. We look forward to talking and hearing from you soon.
Thanks, Erin. Thank you very much, everyone.